first down, trying to create a mismatch. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Chris, this is what I'd love to see from a defense, because the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Rough start to the drive. They lose 4. Makes it now 2nd down and 14. Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Receiver in motion now. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Tries the right with a quick throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver. And the Seminoles will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And the punt will bounce and roll out of bounds. And it's a bunch formation. Ball is hands off out of the shotgun. Going to test the middle and get stuck. That is just not open for business today.
That's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Caught over the middle. They get him down quickly. Not much of a gain on that completion.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. That pass is batted away. Incomplete. The Sun Devils will bring their punt team onto the field. Fielded near the 20. And the return ends with the man stepping out of bounds. Florida State offense on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here.
They'll try to pick up the yardage on the ground. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's reeled in. It's Gibson. That gain is good enough for a 1st down. Ball spotted at the 42.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for his big tight end. He makes the grab. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Well, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, nice and accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
And the wideout goes in motion. That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. 5-yard penalty makes it 1st and 15 now. From the shotgun, drops back. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived at the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. Quarterback making some changes at the line. 2nd down, we're going to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Davis. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. But they were backed up to start the drive. But some bold play calling, great execution, and they reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out and showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And the return man steps out at the 28. First play of the drive. He started at 28. 1st down. We're going to throw the football. Catch made on the right side. Running with purpose. They've got him after a 7-yard gain. So 2nd and 3.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. And he'll set up to throw. Signs with the throw. Tackled at the 44, but good enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pass is tipped at the line and will fall incomplete. Good play.
What a swat there by the defender. And if you think about it, if he swatted that ball and it fluttered into the air, he would have had himself a deflection and a pick.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Defense trying to jam these receivers at the line. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Taking a deep shot here to the right. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
Chris, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here early in this game. They're down early, 3rd down and long. Nice job of protecting. The last thing they want to do is have to punt this ball away. So instead, quarterback has time. Nice throw, and it's a first down.
Defense will make the stop in what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. Looking to score, they'll win it to the right side. Touchdown, Sun Devils. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. Runner shows toughness and will, refusing to be brought down. Ends up in the end zone.
Yeah, that defender had no chance bringing down this ball carrier by himself. That's why you better have a couple defenders, or else you're going to have more touchdowns like this.
And the extra point splits the uprights. And the kickoff heads out of bounds. The offense will begin from the 40. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Catch made on the out route. They get him down to wrap up the first period of play. So at the end of one, we are dead even as these teams continue their pursuit of a national championship. Let's take a quick look at the game summary so far. And after a promising start, we hope that both these teams will just continue with more of this action. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Here's the 2nd down play. Play action fake, looking to throw. They'll try a pass here. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Lets it fly to the wideout. He fires this throw, and it's intercepted. And they bring him down. Great play by the defense, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if the play stands. So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Brady. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Solid gain on the play there. Wiped out by the penalty flag. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He's looking to throw. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Important second down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Running out of time in the pocket. They'll be tackled. Have to wait and see what this penalty marker is about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. Gets into space at the 50. He's not going to get the first down. It's 4th down.
There you go, offense. That's the way you dig yourself out of that hole. At least now after that big gain, you got a chance here to maybe pick up a first down on 4th.
And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. And that pump will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. And the Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? He finds his tight end for the catch. Runs through a tackle. He's got space here. It'll be enough for a first down. Brought down at the 43.
Chris, the defense has got to do a better job of wrapping up the tight end there. The coach is preaching to these guys. We need more than one tackler to the ball. They caught a break there. The tight end breaks the first tackle, and they had another man there to bring him down before it could have gotten ugly.
Design quarterback run. Breaks into open space. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. But just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
Second down after that run in the previous play. Takes the handoff, and he'll head left. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, if he would have stayed on his track and stayed more to the inside, I think that play opens up for a nice game. Instead, he's looking for the big play, bounces it to the outside, and there's just too much speed on that defense.
It's 3rd down for the offense. They pick up the first on the ground. And he is denied on 3rd and 1. Great defense.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play. They
need a yard here on 4th down to keep this drive alive. the shotgun. Drops back looking for an open man. And it's broken up. Great play by the DB, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. He's brought down. A solid gain moves the ball across midfield to 41.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete.
I think the receiver just may have lost his focus on this outbreaking route. The quarterback delivers a very well-thrown football, so that one's going to be on the receiver.
2nd down play coming up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. He dumps it off to the tight end. And the second effort there will earn him the 1st down.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator's doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain. The clock has stopped and we've reached the 2-minute timeout before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. Down the middle, it's Davis. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball inside the 10-yard line. Defense getting pushed back.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Touchdown, Seminoles, as they put 6 more on the board. And they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the extra point makes the lead 14-7. Looks like a man is down in the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He'll take a deep shot here. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. They finally tackle him, but an excellent return after the pick.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. The offense will take their first time out of the half to talk strategy here. The offense starts with a short field. Some confusion on the snap count. A false start cost them 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw here. He escapes the pocket. He's hit just before the throw. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, this is what separates the men from the boys right here. This quarterback knows he's going to get hit, does a good job of staying laser focused on his target, and as he throws that ball, he gets annihilated, but big positive yards because of that determination by the quarterback.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick grab.
Well, they get positive yards here, but I have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. A quick throw out left, complete. Touchdown, Knowles. This offense cannot be stopped.
I'll tell you what, in this first half, this quarterback seems to be making all the right reads and showing the accuracy that he's shown all year long. Outstanding pass, great conversion. They put 6 more on the board.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Bringing it out. It's Smith. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Looking to throw now on first down. Looking for his big tight end. It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Touchdown, Florida State. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They take some all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
The extra point makes it 28-7. So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there.
Anytime a quarterback's able to recognize a free rusher like that, that's what the check down is for. He has to recognize the protection issues quickly and pivot.
Now it's second down here. Looking for a receiver. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
The sure hands. It's Parker. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Well, that's exactly what you need to do as a receiver in these kind of situations near the end of the half. Get some positive yards, but also stopping the clock is just as important.
And the Sun Devils starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arizona State.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. So they start the drive here, looking to make something happen in the final seconds before halftime. The shotgun running play call. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half. One more play before they head to the locker room. Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He fires it down the middle. And the pass falls incomplete. No time left on the first half clock. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Arizona State, 14.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Smith. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Back comes the Arizona State offense onto the field. Looking for a fast start here at the beginning of the third quarter. Down by a couple of possessions. Lets it go quickly. The freshman is lucky that didn't get picked off.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. And there's the handoff. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Caught in the backfield. It's Washington. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here. We got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on 4th down?
On their own side of the football, they're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. And here's the handoff. Moves the ball to the 25. Good enough for a first down.
Well, you can't criticize this coach for being too conservative, can you? This guy's going for it on 4th down deep in his own territory. You have to have the utmost confidence in your offense to be able to execute that. And in this case, they proved him right.
They trust the running back to convert on 4th down. Now let's see if they keep feeding him here. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Fires it to the wideout. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. He'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
And the State offense heads back onto the field. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Empty backfield. Offense spreading the field with 5 wide. And somebody up there got a little too antsy at the line of scrimmage. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Here's the snap, looking to throw. A short completion at the tight end. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
It's a shotgun run call. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now 4th down.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
Makes it look easy. And that will extend their lead even further. After adding 3 more points to the lead, they're set to kick it off.
Well, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Arizona State offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on 1st down.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Grab behind the line. It's Parker. Defense makes the tackle, but that screen produces a pretty solid gain.
Screen plays are risky because the defense can get to the quarterback and it also can be covered. Many times, the quarterback just throws it away. Here they get some positive yards.
2nd down after that previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Smith. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
A running back who can take a check down like that and turn it into a gain can be a quarterback's best friend. And it's an easy way to rack up those touches and get the ball to your playmaker in the open field.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He fires downfield. Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. they've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings and formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. It stings for the offense. Penalty will cost him 10 yards. Here comes a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
There's the handoff. Fights off a defender. The gain moves the ball to the 34. Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's third down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Obvious false start there, moving too early. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. So it's third and long from the 29. Defense figures to bring pressure here. Out of the gun now on third down. He's looking deep here. And it's incomplete. They let it fly on third down, but now it brings up fourth. The Seminoles will line up to punt it away.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. Defense seems to be dialing up the pressure here. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's interception number 5. Where will this QB get the hook? And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
This guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Finds room at the 30. Breaks into the clear. Touchdown, Seminoles. They are pouring it on now.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play. And here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away.
Arizona State, 14.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. Here's the first play of the drive now from the 20-yard line. QB keeper all the way. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Kirk, Florida State is on top. And with 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Breaks loose at the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a first set of downs. Well, this defense has played well with a letdown there. A little too comfortable with this big lead at the moment, maybe.
Yeah, and what I love to see is this offense has not given up. This game has not gone the way they had hoped, but here they are taking a few swings late in this game. This one ends up working out, and now let's see if they can put another play or two together and get the points on the board. But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Fights through the tackler. And that run produces a decent gain.
Well, I feel like they called that knowing chances are they're not going to hit a home run. But look at this. Put themselves in a perfect third down situations, much more manageable. Now we'll see if they can convert.
That's caught. It's Smith. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
I love what the defense is doing here. Sitting back, giving up some plays underneath, tackling these guys inbounds, and just keep that clock rolling.
The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a fourth down completion. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the fourth quarter on a fourth down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
They'll run it here. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking for a gap. It's Davis. He shreds the tackle. And the defense wraps him up.
What a job to bounce back by this offense. They get all the yardage back that they lost on this run and more. Now they're back on track with a very manageable 3rd and short.
Receiver in motion now. Play action fake. Looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. Grab near the sticks. It's O'Grady.
That is such a big pickup for this offense late in this game. You go play action pass on 3rd down. You know, a lot of times you're caught up on the quarterback trying to sell it. I think the entire offense does their job here. The defense is out of position, and they're able to convert.
Pounding away with the run game. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Little eye candy here from the offense. Some pre-snap motion. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. The receiver grabs it. Breaks loose at the 40. Both out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
First down. They're going to throw the football. Looking for his big tight end. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. And the Noles come to the line to start a fresh set of downs.
Why, another great pass by this quarterback. You know, you really got to give a lot of credit to the offensive coordinator and the quarterback today. They protected the ball well, but maintained a calculated level of aggression in keeping this game out of reach from their opponent.
The ball is caught, and he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Noles. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And he knocks through the PAT. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Bringing it out, it's Smith. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Just able to stop him, but it's a great return. Lucky to prevent a touchdown. They'll begin the drive with excellent field position. Arizona State offense comes back out on the field. Their championship dreams not quite dead yet, but it's desperation time. They've got to get something going right now. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. The defense with more pre-snap movement. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. Not easy to bring down. The cornerback finally gets the job done.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the fourth quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Caught behind the line. It's Washington. They've got it, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's got it in the open. They finally get him, but a big gain moves the ball to the 10.
I mean, how about this offense and this execution? That's 3 plays, 3 completions in the blink of an eye, and now it's 1st and goal.
And the Sun Devils hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Chris, I'll be really honest with you. I don't know why they continue to try to run the football. I'm all about balance. I'm all about trying to make sure defense has to defend the run and the throw. But at this point in the game, they haven't been able to run the ball. They're going to have to go through the air if they're going to come back and take the lead in this game at some point.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Oh, almost another interception. Can you believe it? It's going to bring up 3rd down.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
The offense facing a 3rd and goal from a long way away. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, you get this deep into an opponent's side of the field and come away with 3 instead of 6. Man, it is a letdown. That's certainly not what they're looking for here on 3rd and long from inside the red zone.
The offense bracing here for a heavy blitz. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. No, he didn't make it. He stopped short on 4th down, and that could be a fatal blow to this offense.
Well, Well, they just had to go for this, Chris. Pretty obvious. Not much of a choice. Down late in the game like this, you got to be aggressive. You got to take a chance. This was clearly just not their day.
Getting set. Here's second down. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. And the offense will just take a knee.
This has been a great game and a great opportunity for this offense to show what they've been all about all year. They win today, and they advance to the next round.
In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.